30 seconds to go. We on Zwift Insider Tiny Race number 4, the one everybody's been looking for, the last race of the day. So I had started adjusting my knob on these races. I think it started with race number 2, if I'm correct. Maybe race number 3. I don't remember exactly when I realized that I could adjust these knobs and really get power out. And so I decided on this race that I was going to adjust the knob somewhat, but I was going to put the power out, and I was going to go with this race. So actually, like I say, I don't start pedaling it up until like 3 seconds, 4 seconds in, so that I don't kill myself. I usually do it at 10 seconds, but it makes no sense to do it that far along. And that way it gives me a chance to get a good hop out, and then I can back off on my power and kind of coast back up to the front of the line with what I'm putting out. So as I come around on this race, I'm looking down and I'm seeing where we're going, and I realize, okay, cool. This is going to be a race where once we cross that lead-in line, I know who's here. And on the last one, I came in 3rd, and I'm gonna call him A. And A took off and just left me. He was like, man, he came over that hill and he was gone. And I had been wondering to myself, since each race builds on each other, we run the same course and he does the same thing again, can I catch him by the end? So my goal was, I kind of got an idea where I got to put the power in at. I still know he's extra light and he's really fast, so he's going to still come up past me. And Price is out there running with us. And I think to myself, well, if I can come up on him and pass him right at the, stay with him until we get just about to the end, I'll be fine. And so as we were riding, I'm thinking to myself, okay, cool, I'm gonna stay up with him and I'm gonna catch him. And so I decided I'm gonna stay in the pack, save my heart rate. You remember how high my heart rate was on the last race. So I said, I'm gonna save my heart rate a little bit because I'm starting to get used to the extra power. But I gotta get used to it in a way where, how do I say it? In a way where I start adjusting the knob a little bit more here and there. So that's the whole goal of this race. But I'm staying in the pack, and we are really packed deep. I don't know. I hadn't seen a race like this in a while, but we are really packed in here. We're canning sardines on this road. We're going, and as we go, I'm just happy. I'm really happy with how we're going along. So I know A is from Japan, so he seems like he's a really strong rider. I'm gonna start following him if follow back and forth, so I can start kind of catching races with him. I like finding folks who are a lot stronger riders, because you get to understand and see riders. You know what I mean? I can move up, but it's more or less me moving up now still is not really a great idea, so I'm not gonna try that now, but I will eventually. Now, I tell you what I did do Sunday, so I'm voice recording this Monday because I'm putting them out a little later than normal because of the holiday weekend. But Sunday I did a Class C ride, just a joy ride, an endurance ride, 90 minutes. And I tell you what, for the first 30 minutes, them C's, we didn't supposed to go past 2.5, and I was riding them pretty well. In fact, I was doing really good with them. And man, it started hitting the little hills. I think it was sand and something race. It was supposed to be a flat, but they had the hills in the middle of it. And when we hit them hills, they left me. I looked up, they were 10 minutes ahead. I finished the thing out with 90 minutes, but man, I tell you, them guys left me. And so I'm on this race, and we're coming down through here, and I see Tandem in. Tandem was doing good. And I'm on purpose riding with the group because I know when it comes to the one spot where I gotta get up and put the power in, I know that I'll be fine there. As long as I get to the hill on time, as long as I climb the hill just right. So as we coming around this corner, I'm looking ahead and I'm thinking to myself, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna ride around this corner, and I know to come up over this hill right here. So I'm happy with how things are going right now. And like I said, I know he's gonna come up on me, and so I'm actually looking for him. a lot of the time. So I'm wondering when he's gonna come up and make his move, but it's not now. So I know we're gonna do the bicycle double heel, and I think that's where he's gonna take his chance and just pass me. And so the one thing about it is, if you give me enough distance with the weight and the power that I put out, I can almost catch anyone. As long as I don't overdo it in the beginning of the race, I can pretty much catch anyone. So I'm looking for him once we get around on these little lumps. Well, we're gonna go around here. We're gonna go under this other archway, and there he goes coming past me right there. He's really good. I don't know what he rides with, what equipment he uses, but he's really good. He comes up past me, and I wonder one thing about this. We've been running all 4 of these races at a much higher pace because I've been pushing the pack a little harder because I've adjusted my settings. So I'm pushing myself harder, but I'm pushing the pack harder. Look at me, I'm at 160 on the heart rate, which is normally where I would normally catch a little, oh boy, I need it. But I'm fine. If you look at the picture on me over the side, I'm actually fine. It's the later on races when I do the other 2 later on in the day after I do the Zwift chat ride, which where I was just really exhausted. I finally nailed myself to the wall because I'm getting there, but I still got a while to go before I get used to racing all. If I can do, my goal is to try to get a century in this year by the end of the year before the year's over. One of my goals is to get a century in one ride. So, and that's why one thing I'm working on with my pace there, endurance, that'll give me a chance to get there. So now that I'm back out in front, we got 2.5 miles to go. I'm at 160 beats a minute, and I'm riding. I'm feeling I feel calmness. I'm not at the point where I feel like the race is gonna be harder than normal. It's just, I feel a sense of calmness. And I think that allowed me to let my heart rate kind of calm down a little bit. And I knew once I get to the shack, I was going to put the power in. And so we'll put it around here, just like the side of a mountain, I think it is. So as we come around this side, we got a little place where I'm gonna slow down and everybody's gonna catch back up. And I'm looking for A. He kind of, when he does, I think he kind of sits in the back of the pack and he really waits for his moment to take off. So I'm looking for him. And I know he's gonna try to push me, and him and Tandem are really, and Gary, the ones who with Gary Price, they the ones be pushing. They really do be pushing. There's other people that's slowly starting to come up, but him and Gary and Tandem, and they really do be trying to, they really do are the ones who push me. So as we come around this corner, I look up, we got 2 miles left. I know that the bike's over there coming up, so I'm trying my best to conserve what energy I have. So I hit the anvil block over this hill, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, it should give me enough speed to just kind of coast and give me a second to calm my heart down. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to calm down a little bit. So as we come over, and my pedals are back at 74, 68, 70, and my heart rate is still slightly high, but you know the heart rate takes a moment to come down. And it's going to actually start ticking down as I start going up. So as we come around, I look down, I see A in third position. I know he's not far back. He's hunting the whole time. The dude likes to hunt. Yeah, that's all I can say. So he stays back there, and he'll pop out of nowhere in a half a second. And we're just riding. We're doing really good. And so I look up and I go, okay, we got a mile and a quarter. We're going on this bridge. When I pass the shack, I gotta put the power in. And I'm thinking to myself, once I put the power, I just gotta hold it. From the shack to the top of that hill, probably what? If I put power in just right, 30 seconds. And so that's what I thought, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the power in. And as y'all see, as I go past the shack, I think I get up close to the trees where I really start noticing my power going, and I start trying to hammer this thing. I turn the knob and I start putting the power into it so that I can hit this hill and climb it out. So that's what I'm trying to do now. And you can see I'm putting the power in, and I'm still slowing down, but I'm still going pretty good. Now, you remember earlier when I put the power in, I was at 20, right just about at the bottom of that statue's foot. And that's where it switches from 11 to 12. I think it goes up to 14%. You'll see it switch here real quick. And that 14%, if I can put power in, you see I'm at 600, and I'm still trying to I'm pulling them away, but that's when that 14 hit, and that 14 is massive with my weight. That's like me climbing a wall. I'm becoming Spider-Man right here. When that thing shoots up here, right here, that's where I'm trying to put more power in. Now you gotta remember, my heart rate has been riding at 160 for a minute. So it's tired. I see him pulling away in front of me. What I'm trying to do is keep Gary and him still close. And right now, that's my goal, because I know when we get on the other side, he's gonna take off. And I'm wondering in my head, did he hold an anvil on it? So I don't know if he held it, but you can see me on my picture. I'm pushing, because I don't need him to get too far ahead. I really don't. So I'm trying to really put in the power so I can come over to, if I had a power and I come over here, I gain it back real quick. So I see him take off, and I go, man, we got a mile left. And I'm thinking to myself, I try to get a breath in. We're at 170, I'm at 170 heartbeats a minute. I don't have the anvil block, and I can see him pulling off. And I go, okay, cool. But if I can maintain my speed coming off this hill, let me get the speed up. That's what I'm thinking to myself. Let me get my speed up just a little bit. I see him pulling away. He's going. And I think to myself, if I can get my speed up, it'll be a lot better. And I look down, he's really going. And we under a mile. We're almost 7/10 of a mile left. We're 8/10 of a mile left, and I'm going, wow, he's really rolling. So I go ahead and put a little bit more power into it to get my speed up so I can maintain like a 39, 40 mile an hour flat. And I figured if I could do it, now I don't even see him. And we at 6/10 of a mile, and I don't even see him. And I didn't realize that we curved, so don't get me wrong, I didn't see him because of that, but you can see he's not in sight. And I'm going, wow, half a mile, this dude is rolling. And I go, okay, there he is. And I go, we got 4/10 of a mile. I'm at 34 miles an hour. If I can kick this in and keep it whole, can I walk him down? And so as we get close to it, I look up, we're at 3/10 of a mile, and I'm like, okay, you're mine. You know what? Now you're my enemy. Now you're truly my frenemy now, because you're trying to take what belongs to me. So all I'm doing now is just trying to go after him, because I don't know why he came into this race today. He didn't belong here because he tried to come get what was mine, and I want it back. And as you can see, I am putting everything into this thing. The heart rate is 170. We got 300 feet to go. He rolling. And man, I was like, can I get him? And I did. Whoa, I was happy with that one. I gotta admit, I really was happy with that race. Thank y'all for watching these races. Hey man, y'all come ride with me on Saturday morning at 5 a.m. on these tiny Zwift Insiders. These races are great. Have a great day. And you know what? Ride on.